All right, everybody say Ayin. Ayin. All right, it has no sound. It used to have a sound in ancient days, and it's a sound that's made so deep in your throat that people just don't do it anymore. If you could find a very, very elderly Yemenite Jew, they actually can still make the sound, but it has become unspeakable, so to speak. And so, like the word no, do we pronounce the K? Not anymore. But at some point in history, they pronounced the K, but it's become silent. And so it is with Ayin. So Ayin is known as a silent letter. And what's the other silent letter in the alphabet? Aleph, great. Okay, so Ayin means I, and it has the connotation of revelation and insight. Ayin will make only the sound of the vowel point that's underneath it. So let's practice the vowel points, okay? What does this say? Ah. Now, Ayin, it won't make a sound, so because two dots on top of each other only say the sound of the letter, so that's going to be ul, just ul. If you had Ayin in front of it, it would be silent. Now it's going to say E. Now it's going to say E. Why is that yud there? It doesn't make a sound. In English, we have what they call diphthongs. It doesn't matter. But if you have an OA, does the A get pronounced?
Boat.
No. Does the EE, only one E gets pronounced, right? Like in C. How about EA?
Eat.
You can say eat. It's also in breakfast. It actually makes three sounds. So we have diphthongs. We have two vowels where only one makes a sound in English. In Hebrew, these two guys work together, okay, even though the yud doesn't make a sound. So if you see a yud with no vowel point under it, it's because it's connected to that vowel, okay? So now you only say the dot underneath. So that's going to be E. This is going to be O. Okay, this is O. This is Oo. This is Oo. Now here's the yud working together again. So what's it going to say? A and A. Okay. Excellent. So just remember that when you see that yud over there with no vowel point underneath it, it's working with this vowel, just like we have in English, two vowels that work together. Okay, let's do some reading with the Ayin. So this is going to say, remember, we're going to go top to bottom and then right to left. So this is going to say, Me, O, Lam. Me olam, which means from forever. It's a very cool word. I like it. Next one is, now this vowel, the yud is working with these two dots. So it's going to say a ne, which means eyes of. So whenever you have this kind of ending at the end, it almost always means of something. So this is eyes of. It could be eyes of God. Okay, and this is going to say, with the two dots on top of each other, you just say the sound of the letter. So it's V. Oh, forgot the vowel point. There we go. V, A, Ni. V, A, Ni. And I need my... And it means in my affliction. Which part means in? The
bait.
The bait. Whenever that's attached to another word, that means in. All right, whenever the bait is. And this is the vowel next to the Ayin, so this is O, La. You know the Olah sacrifice? What does it do? It rises up. And Olah means to go heavenward or up. So that's the Olah. And here we have what? Li, And so when Jewish people returned to Israel, it said that they're making aliyah. They're going up Even if they lived in a higher elevation before, they're still going up, because to go up to Jerusalem is to ascend spiritually as well as physically. So they make Aliyah, and that's what that word is, Aliyah. All right, let's end this with a little bit about the Garden of, everybody read it, Eden. Now that's the Hebrew way of saying Eden. So say it again, read it again. Eden. So the Garden of Eden was meant to be, as God created it, a peaceful, tranquil place. But what happened in the Garden of Eden? We know what happened, right? The great transgression was committed. So we're going to look at just the Ayin, and we know that Ayin means insight, revelation, to see something. Okay, and the last two letters in this word of Eden mean, okay, so what did the judge see in the Garden of Eden? Go ahead. What did he see? Who's the judge? God. Did he know, did he perceive, did he have a revelation that something happened in the garden? He did. And so did Adam and Eve. They perceived, and I've lost my glasses, so let me see. Okay, Genesis 3:7 says, "Then the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew," they perceived, it was revealed to them, that they were naked. They didn't know that before. But in the Garden of Eden, they perceived it. And they started to sew fig leaves together, remember? And they were judged. And the wonderful thing about their judgment was that the Lord used his name, Lord God, which means there was mercy in the judgment. He could have wiped them out right there. But because he used the name, Lord God, there was mercy in the judgment. And so that all happened in the Garden of Eden. And that is our amazing Ayin.